Everybody, what's going on? Erik here, aka Black and Blue 19, aka the Beast from the East, as I'm so affectionately known by D-Dave, those wonderful gentlemen, all the way out in the magical land of Illinois. At least that's where I think they're from. I'm not really doing a good job here, so hopefully I can make up for that by finding some good games. I'm only doing a garage sale for about an hour or two maybe, and then I gotta run something up to work. I only have 10 bucks to my name. Hopefully 10 bucks will buy me something or something's decent. I have a few places already written down of where to go. So the next time you see me, hopefully I'll have some good news, and just stay tuned for the good stuff. Alright guys, so as luck would have it, I actually did find one garage sale. Had some priced a bunch of PS2 games at like $3, and I was getting ready to leave because there wasn't really anything I was looking for. It was all like the iToy games and stuff like that, and I'm not really actively looking for anything from that. So I'm leaving, and I see this little plastic tray, and it's marked everything in it's $2, and I'm going through it, and I found their PS1 games. So I ended up grabbing 4 PS1 games. I got them right over here. I'm not going to show them off till the end, but got some really good titles in there. One of them is easily worth 10 times what I paid for it, and I'm going to leave it for later. It's not complete, unfortunately, but still worth. I actually found out it's actually still worth 15 to 20 times still how much what I paid on it. So pretty good so far. Gonna call it for right here. Stopped at a Goodwill yesterday, and I found something there too. Next time you see me will be tomorrow morning, because I'm heading back to the flea market, and I'm going to be bringing with me a special guest, but more on that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so it is flea market day. That is right. Second time in about a month, and as I said, I got a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, Robby Savage.
How's it going?
RockBottomReviews Robby Savage, the man himself. And he was cool. He brought his son too. He didn't tell me if he wants to be on camera. Is that cool?
Say hello.
All right, say hello, buddy. Yeah. So all three of us, we're gonna paint this whole flea market red. We're gonna find some awesome stuff, and if we can, we're gonna see if we can find some Star Wars stuff too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go in there. It's still pretty early. We're combing over a few times, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have some good stuff. So I didn't get a chance to film the final, I guess the final part of me and Robby doing the flea market this morning. It was still pretty early. I was still pretty tired, but I don't want to take anything away from that. Robby Savage, dude, you're an awesome dude. Extremely cool to hang out with. Very laid back. Your son was pretty cool too. Like, he was picking out things that even I was missing, and I had a really good time, man. And I'm looking forward to doing it again, or just hanging out with him in the near future, because he doesn't live that far away. But Robby Savage, RockBottomReviews on YouTube. He hasn't done a video in a while. I recommend going and checking out the videos he does have. He does video game reviews. Really cool and funny stuff. I'm really hoping that some more stuff can come out sometime soon, but a lot of that's not really in his hands. But here's to the future of that. So we're gonna get right to pickups in probably a little bit. It's been kind of a crazy couple of days. Might try to stop at a couple of thrifty shoppers tomorrow, and then but we'll see. So we'll stay, everybody. Erik here, and we're back again. The Fortress of Attitude, as I've called it on Gaming Central. Did a little reorganizing, and I'll probably show it in a later video, but we all know why we're here. I found some really, really cool stuff. Found a combination of games. Found myself a movie that I've been dying to get for a long time, as well as comics. So, I'm just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna do the comics now. I have a lot, and when I mean a lot, I don't mean, you know, just, oh, I have, you know, 10 of them. No. I have a lot. This entire stack right here. I want to say just over 30 comics, and I paid just over $10 for all of them. And I'm not going to go through each one individually, but I am going to fly through them pretty quick. I had to get We Are Robin number 3. I'm currently following this series now. If you like the Batman universe and anything around it, I highly recommend this series. I've talked about it before. You're going to go right here. And I'm just going to go through the rest of these one at a time. Week 8 of the 52 series. Flashpoint 1, Out in Store, the Green Lantern. Green Arrow with Green Lantern number 24. The Adventures of Superman number 500. The Adventures of Superman 502. I'll pick it up. 504. They're landing on a soft surface. They're not getting hurt. 505. 506. 07. And 08. Sarah and me found this really cool place, the King of Collectibles. If you're following Sprite lovers, Nate and Megan, they went there and they showcased their really cool horror section in their, I guess, second to the last. 2 or 3 videos ago, they filmed the inside of this place. It's awesome, but they have amazing comic book deals. 50 cents a comic on their back table, and if you get $10 worth, you get an additional $5 worth free. So if you get 20 of them, you basically get another 10 for free. Alright, and I got JLA Classified 1, 2, and 3. Batman and the Outsiders number 11. Batman and Robin 23. This was once a $12 comic, so for 50 cents, I'll take it. Week 19 of the 52 run. Dream War number 1. One of my favorite Green Lantern collaborations. It's Green Lantern and Superman. Green Lantern 53. I am looking for number 52. I believe this is the one where Green Lantern and I think it's Darkseid have a really grueling battle, and Superman comes in and saves the day. It's a really good team up. Final Showdown with Punisher Spider-Man, number 34. Brightest Day 48. Brightest Day 21, Generation Lost. Brightest Day Green Lantern, Emerald Warriors, number 5. And the rest here are all JLA. I'm currently trying to complete that whole series. Hopefully I've got most of them in order. It looks like I don't. So bear with me for just a quick second because I do have OCD and I want to get these organized. Alright. Okay, there we go. Okay. JLA 19, 23, 30, 38, 42, 52, 112, and 115. So, all those sweet comics for just over $10. And almost every single one of them came in a little plastic case and the cardboard back to make sure that it doesn't get damaged. But We Are Robin, I have yet to read this one. This is a really good series. Like I can't recommend this enough. We Are Robin, as well as I also recommend checking out the new the new JLA of America. I believe I showed it off in another video a while ago. It's currently on issue 3 right now. Just go and look it up online. Really, really cool, and I'm not going to get too much into that because I'm taking away from everything else. So, let's get into games. Before I get into games, I'm going to talk about the movie that I did get. So, after waiting a while, I finally got a movie that I've wanted to get, and it was Whiplash. If you have never seen this movie, stop watching right now. I will forgive you. I will. I'm serious. Stop now. Pause the video and go and get this. This is an outstanding movie. This right here, if you like gritty movies that really capture the intensity of someone's trial to be the best at something, this is your movie. This right here, it's your movie. This is probably one of the best movies I have seen in quite a long time. So, I cannot recommend this enough. If you're a big movie fan, you have not seen this movie, get this. It is on sale brand new at Walmart for $12. And I have not been able to find it cheaper anywhere else. I have looked. So, I'm currently watching it right now. I just paused it to film. Because certain people were bugging me when the next episode's coming out. You know who you are. And I dropped one. Alright. So, before going to the flea market with Robby Savage and his son, I did some minor game hunting earlier in the week. I wasn't able to do much. I had to bring my car in to get stuff on it fixed. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to lecture what happened, but needless to say, it's done taken care of. It did kind of stop what I was doing, but everything's good now. I'm good. Sarah's good. We're all good. It's all good, man. So, as soon as I got that car out of Firestone, I had to stop I almost said Goodwill, and I got a copy of Civilization Revolution. If you like real-time strategy games, where you're building up an entire civilization of people, just as the title says, this is perfect. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Everyone has like the Charlie Brown teacher voice. They all mumble when they talk. It's a really, really cool game. On harder difficulties, this is a pain in the butt. Hey, if you can beat this on the hardest difficulty, my hat comes off to you. It really does. But for $3, I had to pick this up. This will be my second copy, so if anyone does want it, I do believe someone is locked in for it, so we will see. But Civilization Revolution, if you like those kind of games, cannot recommend this enough. You'll be seeing another game on that from that series a little bit later. And Saturday, I decided to do some garage sailing, as you obviously saw. Didn't find too much. I only had $10 with me, but what I did find was pretty awesome, and I'll show off the best thing last. But here's what I did find. Each one of these was $2 a piece. The cases are in okay condition. Some of them are missing manuals. I don't care. They're PlayStation 1 games. I love PlayStation games. And the first game we got is Mega Man and Exo Manowar in Heavy Metal. This is missing the manual and cover, but I love Marvel superhero games on PlayStation, and for $2, I wasn't about to say no to that. I am currently running out of spots to throw stuff. Ready to Rumble Boxing on PlayStation. I've played the N64 version. I have not played this version, but I did play a lot out of this game. I do really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite boxing games. It's right up there with Evander Holyfield, Real Deal Boxing, and Fight Night. I got a copy of Blasto for PS1. I remember when I was a kid, this game was advertised so much, but I'd never actually played it. I know it's a cute little platformer / shooter, and it looks like it's a lot of fun. I like the holographic cover on there. It's really neat. I don't know if you can see it if I move the case or not, but I remember this was a very highly marketed game. I didn't get it. I think I was just picked up Final Fantasy VIII at the time, so this never really got a fair play. But for $2, I'm glad to get that. And it's the last game I got probably was my favorite one in the whole bunch. Again, it doesn't have its original case. It doesn't have the manual. But again, I love Capcom games for the original PlayStation. And I had to get this. For $2, I got a copy of Marvel Superheroes for PlayStation. If you don't know what this is an awesome fighter game on the PlayStation 1. I almost say it's in the top 3 for the original PlayStation. Marvel vs. Capcom probably taking the number 1 slot. But for $2, this right here was worth the whole trip. So for $8 that Saturday morning, it was totally worth it. And then we get to flea marketing with Mr. Robby Savage. The dude, you know, I've been chatting with him more and more. He's an awesome guy. We have very similar interests. I'm really looking forward to when he decide, or not so much him. I'm really looking forward to when his next game review comes out. I will have a link to his channel in the description. And go check out his game reviews. They are so funny, so well done. It's awesome. But when I did go, it was really cool just spending time with him. His son Connor absolutely loves video games. He was probably the one going through the games and all the toys the longest, and it was really cool just to kind of watch his son just have that much of an interest in the older games instead of, you know, focusing more on what's current right now. But he got a lot of stuff with his kid, but I only got 4 games, actually. I only spent about I think I spent $22. Yeah, I spent about $22 there, and to be honest, it was a pretty good day. It's a pretty good day. So, first thing I got was a copy of Final Fantasy Tactics for PS1. The gentleman I got this from, he knows who he is. I'm not going to call him out by name unless he absolutely he hasn't told me it's okay, and I don't want to be that guy if he chooses to keep his, you know, he wants his privacy. But I do buy games from him on occasion. He was the guy I bought the Excalibur game and the Obscure game in the last video. He originally had this marked at 17, but I looked inside. The disc was a little rough for wear. I do take chances on PlayStation 1 games because you really have to drag a flat or a razor blade through it in order for it not to work. I usually have really good luck with PlayStation games because I always know how to remedy the situation. But after checking the disc, he moved from 17 to $8, and I love Final Fantasy games. I'm trying to get the majority of them on PlayStation. I have as you can see, I have a long way to go. But for $8, I will gladly add this. Oh, that's just sexy. And as you may notice, I'm not throwing games anywhere. Make a joke about that, will ya? Don't make a joke about that. It wasn't that funny. Nate, I am sorry. I didn't really mean to throw your game. The other game, I almost lost this one. I saw it when I was with the Sprite Lovers. I passed on getting it, but you know what? It isn't such a clean PS2 box, and I am a sucker for weird Japanese-y type games on PS2, and the box is clean. Tokubot Plus, Mysteries of the Karakuri. What? Tokubot Plus. Yeah, that's what it is. Got that for $4. It looks like a neat little puzzle game where you have to link all the Tokubots together to basically to help you on your journey. I'm not going to go through it because there's a lot of reading and we don't have that much time. So for $4, I'll add that gladly. And to finish up the grabs from the flea market, it's actually a double grab. The gentleman I got the Sony PlayStation Battle All-Stars game for PS3 and the Final Fantasy IX. I was looking through games, and super cool guy. I always end up getting great stuff from him. He gave me 2 games for the price of the one. In the case, we have a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan for Game Boy. Bring that in so you can see it. Hopefully you can. Got that. And a copy of GoldenEye 007 for the Wii. I did say on the Gaming Central podcast how I don't know if I used the words I hate it or not. Truth be told, I don't actually like despise the game. I do feel that it could have been improved a lot better. It's still a fun game when you play multiplayer. The controls they can get away and they can get in the way. But he managed to he agreed to bundle these two together. Just because I was sitting there holding up his game case for him while someone else was looking through it, and then me and Robby were trying to figure out whether or not Game Boy games are region locked. It did say this one was region free, and the guy says, "Oh, you should get both then." And I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'll get both. Give me a deal." So he gave me $10 for both, which is what he was only asking for GoldenEye. So I'll do $10 for both. Shoot. And I was just saying the other day, I don't have any decent Game Boy games. There you go. All right, and this stack of games is going to cover everything I got through today. Today was thrift store day. I got all the comics today. Stopped at a few thrifty shoppers and Salvation Armies. A lot of, nothing really of any value here. These are all just filler titles that look like they're fun and I'll eventually play at one point. But one of the games I did get was Civilization 5 on PC, and I got this because Sarah loves these games. This one I didn't hear the greatest things about, but a Civilization 5 for $1.50, I'm not going to say no to that, even if people thought it was a so-so game. I have seen gameplay videos. It does look really, really good, and again, I like these games. Sarah really likes these games. So for $1.50, I'm not gonna turn that away. Also at that same store for $3 combined, I got RC Revenge Pro and World Championship Poker. Again, nothing cutting edge, but all three of these games at that Goodwill today cost me underneath $5, and they're all filler games going into my collection. Those two games have been sitting at that Goodwill for a while. I've just kind of passed on getting them, and then I just, you know what, screw it, I'll just get it. At one Salvation Army, I didn't really find anything else. I did pass on a copy of Dance Dance Revolution X, but I think that was when the series, to me, it's to the point of no return. But I did find a pretty clean copy, except for the top up here, of Simpsons Hit and Run for PlayStation 2. Got that for a couple of bucks. And I got these 4 games all at another Salvation Army, about 10 minutes away from home, and every one of these was half off. I ended up paying around $5 for all 4 games. Again, nothing crazy, but again, they're all filler titles that are just going to go and make my collection good. And we got Wild Wild Racing for PS2. Puzzles Fusion Luminous Plus. I love puzzle games on PS2, and that one looked really pretty. Chess Master. I love chess. I'm not that good at it, but I love chess. Sarah loves chess, so it was awesome. And probably my award for most adorable game of the day is going to go to this one. It's Tonka Rescue Control. I grew up with Tonka. This was a no-brainer for me. I grew up with the Tonka trucks, the one with the crane and the dump truck, and I very much wanted to get this game. It looks like a very, very simple. It looks like a very, very simple type game. You pilot different emergency response vehicles to handle certain tasks. Like you take a fire truck to put out fires, you bring in a helicopter to evacuate victims, you use a bulldozer to clear out debris, perform stunts, it says, free roaming, you can customize your own Tonka vehicles. Holy crap, how did I not find this sooner? Customize your own Tonka vehicles. It's really not that big of a deal. I gotta say, that's pretty good considering. My vote for probably best find of the whole day is it's going to be a tie between Final Fantasy Tactics and probably Marvel Superheroes. I love those games. They're awesome. Grand total on everything I spent, game-wise, I probably spent up around $40 or so on everything over the past 2-3 days. So not bad, and of course I'm excluding Whiplash in that because that's not a video game. And if it was, it'd be the most kick-ass rock band game you've ever played in your life. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you like what I found. Again, if you're in the Syracuse area and you like comics, go and check out that store, King of Collectibles. They do have a Facebook group page. Go and check that out. While you're there, also go check out Gaming Central group page. Before I end, I am going to say one quick little thing that's kind of been gnawing at me for a while. Truth be told, Gaming Central was not my first YouTube major group I contributed with. I was part of a group called Nerdtopia. I still am a part of Nerdtopia. And now I'm part of both groups, and there's a little bit, I just want to make it known that it's not a matter of superiority. It's not a matter of who's better, who's worse. If it wasn't for Nerdtopia and the people that I met in Nerdtopia, there wouldn't be a Black and Blue 19 channel for me to put content out of. There wouldn't be the people that support me, like DC Ardaya, like Erik Dahlman, like Chad Bailey, NES Nate. The list goes on. And if it wasn't for groups like Gaming Central, they wouldn't be able to support one another in a very unique way that's not just posting links to a YouTube page in a group that you have absolutely want nothing to do with. They're both community-based pages. They're just different in their own ways. I just don't want there to be any bad blood. I'm not just speaking for myself, but for other groups. So I'm just gonna end it on that note. I don't want to end it on a downer. I love all you guys, whether or not, if you're in both groups or not. Anyone else, it's definitely been fun doing this. I think we're hitting the 20th episode soon. That's probably going to be out in a couple of weeks. Gotta take care of some bills, but maybe we'll do something fun in the meantime. So guys, until next time, as always, you all take it easy.